and welcome back to Unsolicited Film Reviews. I'm Zach Miller, he is Martin Cook, and get ready for this one. It's going to be wild. Last week's vacation podcast has about 1,000 views, less than our 1994 episode. So, Martin, two questions.
Yes.
Did you have to sell your vacation home in Mallorca?
Yeah, that one's gone. Yeah. Yeah, I love
And
the yacht in the Mediterranean and yeah, everything's gone.
I'm still holding on to my yacht, but I'm holding off on the yacht that supplies the other yacht. And a second question. Do you think Netflix will pay us for the documentary rights to the rise and fall of unsolicited film reviews?
One could only hope. Yeah, the documentary crew is right outside my window right now, actually. As you can see, things have gotten so hard that I've downsized to a little shack. So
Yeah, and I'm outside.
yeah. No, but for those of you who may remember from who listened on audio over the last year or two, in the summer, sometimes I will record up here at the cottage. And last year, built this little bunkie away from the main cottage to be able to do stuff like this and write. And yeah, so it's a little echoey. This is our first chance here. Here I'm looking a little like Ted Kaczynski out in the wild, but let's do it. I'm ready. What are we
All
doing
right,
today,
so
Zach?
well, let's get the boring shit out of the way right now. Click those buttons down there and show your support. And speaking of support, got to thank John Doe for you, Total Supplication, and Andrew Turner 175 for your comments last week. Always appreciate the feedback. But first, before we get into the meat of this episode, let's get to last week's box office report. What's happening in the movie world, Martin?
So last weekend, number one at the box office was Final Destination Bloodlines with a whopping $51.6 million and
Shocked. Yeah.
over 100 million worldwide. So basically all that goes to show is that the movie going public, we're just a bunch of sick mofos. We want to see people get killed in ridiculous and horrible ways because obviously that's what everybody wants to see. That was basically a $50 million budget for that movie. So it's already pretty much made its money. So Final Destination doing very well. Coming in number two, Thunderbolts, 16.6 million weekend. It's close to 350 million worldwide now. So still not, the big amounts that a Marvel movie might like, but getting somewhat respectable. Sinners still doing pretty well, 15.2 million, over 317 million worldwide now. Fourth was a Minecraft movie, 5.9 million. Hasn't quite reached that billion mark yet, but it's up to about 930 million worldwide, so it still might get there. And coming in fifth is The Accountant 2 with 4.8 million. So as you can see, the only new one was the top of the list, Final Destination. But this week, we'll have a bunch of new ones, which will probably take some spots on this list. So what do we got?
Yeah, so interestingly enough, this is 2 weeks in a row with just three wide releases, but boy, there are some big ones.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We have Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, which is supposedly the last Mission Impossible film. That comes out on Thursday. And Lilo and Stitch, the latest Disney live action remake, also comes out. So it's a good, like, kind of competing. Not everybody's going to want to see one or the other, so it's a good contrast, and I think both of them are going to do pretty well. And then we have The Last Rodeo, the latest from Angel Studios, which is slowly but surely carving their way into being not necessarily a mainstream studio, but they have their niche now, and they are not to be dismissed.
Yeah, no, they know their niche, as you say, and they make money almost every time because they know how to market to their audience, and they've become very good at that.
And now here we go.
So why are you
Welcome to
wearing
the
that visor, Zach?
welcome to the second annual Unsolicited Film Reviews Summer Box Office Draft, where your two hosts each pick 5 movies that are released in theaters this summer. At the end of the Labor Day weekend, we'll total up the global box office returns from our chosen movies. The host whose roster of 5 movies grosses the most dollar bucks wins the summer. The first pick here isn't decided by some bullshit rigged draft lottery or whoever sucked the most last year, like the NBA and the NFL, respectively. Oh, no, friends. The first pick in our draft is earned. You're about to
Fans.
witness your two hosts go head to head in a grueling best of seven movie trivia contest. Whoever wins chooses first. It's gonna be a motherfucking bloodbath. Now, let's hear from the reigning, defending, undisputed summer box office champ, Martin Cook.
Woo!
Are you hyped?
Yes, here I am coming in strong. I can't wait for this year. I got, my team's been working hard. We've been really grinding and we're ready to go. I think we're going to have a great season.
For you newcomers, I won the first pick last year, but Martin was the superior GM and wound up wiping the floor with my battered carcass.
Mostly on the strength of Inside Out 2. So thank you to all those little feelings. They really helped me out.
So let's not keep the people waiting.
No.
I have before me a pool of 235 movie trivia questions. We did not write these questions, nor have we seen them. Like last year, these questions are courtesy of BuzzFeed, but it's a whole new list of questions. Martin has his random number generator from 1 to 235. Whatever it lands, whatever it lands on, we'll answer the corresponding question. We each write down our answers, and after a 15-second shot clock, time's up. We encourage all of you to play along. Hell, send us your scores. Some of you probably know more than we do.
And because I'm an idiot and I was scrambling to get stuff ready, I forgot to actually bring paper to write down my answers. So instead, I will just have to write it down in the notes app in my phone.
I brought a Sharpie and index cards. I'm over
There you go. You're all
here.
ready to go. Actually, I do have a pen, but I just don't have anything to write it down on. So that's okay. I will do my best with my notes app here. Which of course will mean that my all thumbs typing will come up as something like Schindler, Kidler, Schindler as the answer to every question. All right, here we go. We ready for the first number?
So, without further ado, let the game commence.
First one is question 163.
All right, 163. There's going to be a little bit of scrolling here, so bear with us, please.
Yeah, that's a lot of questions. Hopefully, the random number generator comes up with something closer to the beginning.
Well, last year I actually went back and listened to ours, and it was funny because we never got one that was over 100. So
Oh, that's
now,
right. Yeah.
now we here we are. Okay, you said 163, correct?
Yep.
Okay. In Easy A with Emma Stone, what's the name of Olive's high school?
Tell me when you're ready.
Go.
Okay, I wrote down John Hughes. I couldn't remember.
It's Ojai North High School.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, so both of us got that wrong. And just to be clear, we only score a point when one gets one right and the other one gets one wrong. So if you both get it right, it cancels out. And obviously, if you both get it wrong, nobody scores.
Yeah.
All right. Next one.
All right. Random number generator. Do your thing. 77.
77. All right. Which song does Jenna Rink perform to in 13 going on 30?
Oh my goodness. These are harder than I thought they'd be. Um, okay. I said love is a battlefield. I couldn't remember.
Okay.
What is it?
Oh, Thriller.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah, her and yeah, they do that little dance with yeah, Mark Ruffalo. Right. Man, forgot about that movie. These are
All
tough.
right.
We're getting sort of teen movies from 15 years ago for these first two questions. All right, here we go. Generate something 25. Let's do
25.
something
All
that
right.
at least one of us can answer here. These are tough questions than I thought they'd be actually.
Oh, well, I think we're gonna both get this one. Who's the narrator in the classic film Stand By Me?
Oh, okay. Like they want the actor
Uh, I
or
don't
was
know
it?
because I can't look at the answer. So
Oh yeah, 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 right. Okay.
I think if we each get the character or the actor right, we can count that as a win.
Ah, sorry, hold on. I just did
Okay.
something with my phone here.
All right.
Hold on, just a second. Shit.
Oh,
I was trying to get out of the random number generator app to my thing. Okay, there we go.
all right. All right. That's fair.
Well, and I'm having a hard time writing Richard Dreyfuss, but
Okay.
my answer is Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah. And yes, that is the answer that BuzzFeed wanted.
Okay, good. All right.
But we both got it, so nobody scores.
Yeah.
All right. What's next on the number generator?
Yes. All right. Yeah, it would be good if I could have done this on two different, or if I, okay, 161. So we're back up to a
Mm,
high number.
okay.
And I want to switch back to my notes app. Let me make this. There we go. All right. Good to go.
All right. 161.
Yeah.
Oh, and what year did Keanu Reeves make his movie debut?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. I said 1986. Yeah, whenever the original Bill and Ted's was. I'm not sure.
Okay. I had 88. Oh, you say 86?
Yeah.
You got it.
Woohoo! All right.
All
Nice.
right, so Martin scores the first point here.
I'm one up. All right. How many are we going to? Maybe we should only do the first one to three here or something. All right. Next number up is 214. Oh, wow. We're really going with the high numbers now.
All right.
Keep scrolling all the way down and find that answer, and I will go back to my notes app. Yes, this is thrilling television for everybody watching on ESPN 24 right now. Here we are, the Summer Blockbuster Draft.
214, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. In Titanic, as Rose begins to share her Titanic experience, how long does she say has passed?
Oh, damn. I got your
Tick
answer.
tock, tick tock.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you know exactly. I said 80 years. Okay. You probably get this if you got that, if you're that specific.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's like it's been 84 years. The beginning of that whole monologue, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And but am I right? Yeah, okay. I was
Yeah.
I was hoping. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I couldn't remember the exact one. 80, yeah. I knew it was 80 something, and so I just had to write 80. 80. All right. Next up, we are at number 156. Yeah, all high numbers this year. So what do we got now? So we're each tied. One win, one apiece here.
in Look Who's Talking, the John Travolta classic,
Oh
obviously.
my goodness.
What does what does John Travolta's character do for a living?
Don't remember this movie at all. Uh, Holy cow. Look who's talking. Um, no clue. I just said he was a lawyer. I do not remember this movie
I
at all.
said doctor. I
Okay.
said and it is Taxi Driver.
All right. Wow, we were both way off. Man, these questions are hard. Yeah, I think we might just need to go for who gets three first. Okay, we're all the way up to number four.
Okay.
Question four. Yeah, some of these are way harder than I thought they would be. Question number four.
All right. What is the name of the first feature film ever produced?
Huh. Wow. That kind of depends on a few things, doesn't it? And first feature film.
Tick,
I
tick, tick,
Yeah,
tick,
yeah,
tick,
yeah.
tick.
I can't think of the name of the one I'm trying to think of. So you go ahead. You're probably going to win this. Skeletons? Okay.
No, the story of the Kelly gang.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I think that's the one where the train was coming and everybody got freaked out.
No, I think that was just a clip. I think that was just a train clip. That was before even feature films.
Feature, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right that there's so many different variables. Okay, so
yeah,
let's
yeah,
keep going.
yeah. All right. So next up, then. Wow, this is really going slowly. Oh, wow. And you're going to scroll again all the way to 183. So
Do 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 do
rolling
do
again
do
like
do do do
crazy.
do do.
Um, Yeah, I was trying to think back to because we had done that in our Century series. We did movies of the 20s, of course,
Hmm.
but it would have been movies from even before then. And I was trying to think of what
Yeah.
some of them could be. I would not have come up with the Kelly Gang one. All
All
right.
right. Who plays Zoe Baker in Cheaper by the Dozen?
These are so random. I do not remember some of these movies at all. Um, I am going to say it is uh, uh no clue. No clue. This isn't
Okay.
who I thought it is. I wrote Mia Farrow, but I'm sure that's not right.
Actually saw this movie kind of recently. I think this is the right character, so I have Gabrielle Union,
Oh, damn.
and
Okay.
yeah, it's Gabrielle Union. All right,
Oh, wow. Yeah, I haven't seen this movie since, when did it come out? Like, yeah,
2002.
yeah, I probably haven't seen it since it first came out. So I do not remember any of the characters' names or who was in it, really.
All right,
All right.
so I'm up 2-1.
Yeah. And we're up to 216 now for
All
it's
right,
214. No, yeah, 214 now, 216.
214. All right.
No, it's 216 now. We already had
Oh,
214. Sorry.
oh shit. Okay, yeah, okay, gotcha.
So we have
What are the first words spoken in Star Wars: The Force Awakens?
spoken. Yeah. Um, uh, hmm. Yeah, for people listening just on Spotify, there's some dead air here as we're pondering. First word spoken. Um,
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
yeah, I have no idea. I just wrote the negotiations will be short, but that's not the first word spoken.
I have no thanks.
Okay.
And this will begin to make things right is the answer.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, these are very difficult questions. Um,
Yeah, we made these stipulations harder this year because we breezed through it so quick last year, but
232.
232.
Yeah, we really did. Are we going to best of first one to get to three? I think that's the best way to do this because this might take forever otherwise.
Let's stick with it. We're still just like 10 minutes in, and I think people like to play along and school us on our ignorance on some of these things. So let's
Yeah,
just
well,
let's keep to the code.
there's a lot of ignorance being exposed right now.
Yes. So in the Terminator, which character is the Terminator sent to kill? The original Terminator, by the way.
Yeah. Sarah Connor?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sarah Connor.
Yeah, so we're
And we
voting to
cancel
get
each
that
other out.
one. Yeah. All right. 62.
62. All right, I'm getting better at scrolling and doing this a bit faster. So,
All right, good. Yeah. So, so the
all right,
only here now is when we're trying to come up with the answers.
all right. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, who is the first kid the Oompa Loompas sing about?
Yeah, I don't remember. I read the book as a kid and a long time ago. I said Augustus Gloop, but I don't know.
Oh, you got it.
Did I?
Yeah, man. All right.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, I couldn't remember which one was first. So that was just pure luck. All right.
was Veruca Salt even in that movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So we're tied at
All
two.
right. Yeah. Okay.
So
So, yeah.
next up,
Intense, intense. Here we go.
yeah, here we go. We're 16.
All right. All right. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. 16. Oh, okay. Who plays a folk music legend? Who plays folk music legend Pete Seeger in A Complete Unknown?
Hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, this is a much more recent movie. Ed Norton. Yeah. That's a much more recent movie. That one's a lot easier. All right. So then we need to move to, since we both got it right, 209, since we canceled each other out on that one.
Yeah, this was also better last year when I could insert like the ESPN music and stuff like that, but we'd have to wait. We'd have to wait 30 days to clear that
Yeah,
shit. So.
YouTube doesn't play with that, unfortunately.
206, you said?
Yes, I believe that's what I
Okay.
said. I said 209. Sorry, 209 is,
Oh, 209. Okay.
yeah.
In The Kissing Booth, what's the theme of the senior prom?
Oh man, my good friend's daughter would kill me for not knowing this, but the theme. Um, I have no idea. I just put
Okay.
princesses. I have no clue.
Okay, I put underwater
Hey, you're
and
going with Back to the Future.
oh yeah. It's called okay. The theme was memories.
All right. That's kind of ridiculous. All right. Sorry, Emma. All right, 39. Yes, there are kids who love that movie. Kissing Booth. All right, 39.
What is the name of the serial killer in The Silence of the Lambs?
Oh, well, okay. Oh, oh,
Oh, fuck me. I said Wild Bill, and the answer is Buffalo Bill.
oh, and I went with Hannibal Lecter because technically he's a serial killer in that movie, but that's not the one they're going for. Oh, man.
And we don't do half points here, so yeah, we both fucked that one
Yeah.
up.
I don't like that question, though. That's a misleading question because there's more than one serial killer, obviously, in that movie.
Fair enough.
140,
Yeah.
148.
All
Uh,
right.
yeah, I thought they were going with the most obvious one, but yeah, okay. They should have said the one they're trying to catch. Although I guess at the very end they're also trying to catch Hannibal Lecter.
In The Naked Gun, what
Mhm.
two valuable items does Lieutenant Drebin manage to destroy at once?
Does he manage to, sorry, destroy at once?
Yeah.
Um, no idea.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's been more than 15 seconds. I said a car and a blank.
Yeah, I said the Mona Lisa and a Fabergé egg.
Okay. Yeah, it was a fish and a pen.
All right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, some sort of valuable fish. Wow, it's been many years since I've seen that movie. All right, 42.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop.
Many, many years. Yes, this is taking much longer than we thought it would. Are we still only tied at two?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to go to three? Next.
I hope this doesn't cause you trauma, Martin. You said 42, right?
Yeah.
What 2006 fantasy film directed by Guillermo del Toro features a fawn as a central character?
No, I remember it this time. Yes, I got my languages mixed up last time. So, yes. Pan's Labyrinth, or it's
Yeah.
a Labyrinth they found though.
For you longtime listeners, that's the one that won me the first pick last year because that's the only question Martin got wrong that I
Yeah,
got
I
right.
screwed up on that one last year because I was mixing up my things. 112 is the next one. Because obviously it's the Spanish movie, the Spanish language movie. All right, 112.
Okay, this is a I didn't realize they had this because I didn't want to look at any of the questions. This is a movie clue, so I don't want to play that. So next one.
Okay, yeah. 134. Don't have to scroll too far.
Mhm. What live animal came out of the late Tony Todd's mouth in the infamous Candyman scene?
Oh, geez. I don't think I ever saw that movie. I'll
Oh
say
man.
I'll say a moth. Bees. Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely bees. All
All right.
right.
So
All
you're
right. So
funding now.
we are on game point now.
Eh, Are we? Oh, it's best. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
best of seven. I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
One,
First to four.
right. One, not to five. Okay, that makes things a little better. Okay, 140. All right, I got to catch up here.
What brand of underwear does Marty wear in Back to the Future?
Okay, this one's easy. Good old Calvin Klein.
Yeah, Calvin Klein. Yep.
That's what his mom calls him.
Your name's on your underwear. Classic.
178.
All right. Not too far. Not too far.
Yeah, if you hadn't seen the movie, it would be kind of weird that we would both know the name of the underwear that he wears. That seemed like an odd piece of knowledge if nobody had seen the movie before. All right,
Okay. Okay, this is interesting. I'll be interested to see if you know this because I don't. What's the name of Reese Witherspoon's first movie?
Oh.
Hmm.
You got your answer? So I don't know if
All right.
this was her first movie, but I know she was in someone with Mark Wahlberg that I think was called Fear. What did
Okay.
you write?
I had Election, but I'm sure that's not her first movie. Oh, Man in the Moon.
What? Yeah.
I don't remember her in that, but I'm
Yeah.
sure she played a bit part in some.
A different man in the moon? Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, it's possible there's a bunch of different things. Oh, 172 now. We didn't already have
Yeah.
it, did we?
Oh, I don't think so. Nope.
Okay.
Oh, okay. In Rear Window,
Mm.
what is Jeffries recovering from when he thinks he witnesses a murder across the courtyard?
Well, I just said broken leg. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so did I.
Is that what they're going
Yep,
for?
broken
Yeah.
leg. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Because I can't remember. Do we know what caused the broken leg? That's what I wasn't sure if they were what they were asking.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha. Oh, all
Number
the way down
two.
to two. All right. Okay. Bop, bop, bop,
Yes.
bop, 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 bop,
Question
bop.
number two. Thank you for all these BuzzFeed. All right.
Okay. What do the follow? Oh, wow. Okay. This is. Oh, okay. No, it was a confusing question. I had to reread it. What
Okay.
do the following Martin Scorsese movies have in common? Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, Cape Fear, The Irishman.
Okay. I said Robert De Niro stars. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
You were much more succinct. You just put De Niro.
And that is the answer. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty easy. Okay, 156. Still one away. And I still got to catch up here again. I'm at 156.
Oh, we already did that one.
Oh,
It's
did
the
we?
John Travolta. It's the John Travolta. Look who's talking.
Oh, good. Okay, good God. Yeah, we don't need that one again.
Well,
152.
now we know. Okay,
Did
now we
we?
know the answer.
Yes, he was a taxi driver. Slightly different than the Scorsese movie, though, I'm sure.
Okay, Phil, Stu, and Alan spend all of the hangover looking for their friend Doug. Where do they eventually find him?
I said on the roof. Yeah, you're much more succinct than I am. You just wrote roof. All right. Actually, technically, I typed in the roof because my roof of cat homes. But all right, 137. There we go. So yeah, so we're doing all right. We're not embarrassing ourselves because we're actually getting quite a few of these right. It's just we're both getting the same ones right. So nobody's well, you're distinguishing yourself, so you're still one ahead of me.
What makes the Parks come home early from vacation in the movie Parasite?
Oh my God. Um, I just put alarm. I can't remember actually. Oh, the flood. Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. I think you win, do you?
It says a thunderstorm.
Yeah. I'll give it to you.
You sure?
Well, yeah, well, is that what you were thinking? Like the big storm?
Okay, so wait, are the Parks the rich family or the poor ones?
Yeah, the Parks I think are the rich. Oh, that yeah, I can't remember. The Parks I thought were the rich family because that's what it says when they come home early and remember those people
Yeah,
are still in their house. I assumed that the Parks were the rich one. Yeah, I should really watch that movie again. Uh,
we got some controversy here.
yeah, here we go. Okay, so the Parks are huh. Um, well, that's weird.
Oh, it
Huh?
says okay. So the question Parks come home early from vacation, and the poor family obviously wasn't on
Yeah, I didn't go on
vacation.
vacation, so it's the rich people.
Okay,
Yeah.
so all right, so yeah, we'll throw that one out.
Okay. So keep going, or is that's not what
Yeah, no, no, you're still alive. You're still alive.
okay. All right, here we go. What we already had 156, didn't we?
It sounds familiar.
So much for a random number generator.
Yeah, it's the fucking John Travolta question again.
Okay, well, I just hit it again and it went to 157. So let's go with 157 then.
Okay,
Right
what
after.
was what was Meg Ryan's username in You've Got Mail?
Oh, damn. Uh,
I have no fucking clue. So
yeah. I'm just gonna say little shop on the corner. Because
it was Shop Girl.
oh,
So
okay.
you're
I was
close.
close, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'd picked a yeah something that could never possibly be a username. That was very smart of me. All right. Next up, it's 156 again. No, just kidding. It's 188.
Okay.
They really want us to know that John Travolta was a taxi driver in Look Who's Talking. That absolute classic. All right.
In The Wedding Planner,
Yep.
Mary's heel gets stuck in a manhole cover when she starts racing towards her. Wait. In the wedding planner, Mary's heel gets stuck in a manhole cover when what starts racing towards her?
Oh, I'm not convinced I ever actually saw this movie. Was this the J-Lo one? Um,
Oh, I was thinking Adam Sandler, the wedding singer. Yeah,
I
okay. It's a
just said,
runaway dump. It's a runaway dumpster.
oh,
Yeah,
okay. I just said
okay.
a car, which obviously isn't right. Okay. So let's go to, oh no, 152. We've also had it. Really, life's given us these. Okay, 26.
Okay.
It's coming up with these numbers like the NBA coming up with the Dallas Mavericks lottery balls here. It's getting ridiculous.
Which child of celeb parents voiced a character in the 2024 Lion King movie Mufasa?
Which child? I'm slow.
Which child of celebrity parents voiced a character in the 2024 Lion King movie Mufasa?
Okay. This is right up your alley. I don't think I know this one, but I have an inkling, but I'm not sure. I said Willow Smith. Oh, it's Blue Ivy Cardi. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's over.
All right. So that yeah, that was painful. Once again, you win the trivia. Damn it. And it was your well, actually not quite animated, but it was a remake of your one of your favorite movies of all time that wins it for you.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
But as with real sports, this draft doesn't really mean shit. I thought I was the cock of the walk after last year's draft. My arrogance was on full display if you go back and listen, but pride cometh before the fall. You
Yeah.
know, contract negotiations, rookies feeling entitled, blowing their
Yeah.
signing bonuses in a weekend at the strip club. It's all a gamble.
Yeah, you thought you were great taking Sam Bowie right before Michael Jordan. Yeah, he was just sitting there waiting for me. All right, so
So
I
the
think
the, the
this
draft the draft just sets the table. It's all out of our hands. So Martin, let's see where the pieces fall.
exactly. But let's have a quick drink then, a little before we move on. And since I lost, we had decided we were going to do whiskey. Um, but since I lost, so I'm feeling a little down, um, feeling a little, you could say, sour about my loss in trivia. I'm going to have a whiskey sour.
All right.
I just got a little sour mix here. Although I'm not doing the full whiskey sour, I'm not doing the egg. I'm just doing a little sour mix and whiskey. So that's what I'm doing. What are you doing, Zach?
What kind of whiskey you on?
I'm just going with some basic like whiskey I use for mixing. So a little CC, little Canadian Club here.
All right, all right.
Rye, good Canadian rye whiskey.
All right, so we got like a little battle of North America here then, because I got some Kentucky bourbon, 1792 small batch here.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. Got the
1792
Canadian
is
rye
the
versus the Kentucky bourbon.
the 1792 is the year that Kentucky joined the Union. And so I'm gonna do two fingers, old school. And I was surprised to see that there wasn't a cocktail called the Last Shot that's at least been coined on the internet yet. So I'm gonna call this the Last Shot because
You heard it here
Martin,
first.
Martin, you whipped my ass last year. I'm the grizzled old GM on his last legs. I'm just gonna lazily plop a maraschino cherry in there
There we
just because
go.
that just because I have it left over because after the wife and kids left me after losing to you last year, it's been a rough year. I just need some solace.
There we go. That'll make all the difference. All right. Cheers.
Cheers, brother. All
So,
right, so I
yeah.
have a little draft board up here.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna be able to read it that well, but we do what we can. Our slogan is, of course, unprofessional, unpolished, uncensored, and this is about as unprofessional as you could possibly get. So we will go from there. So with that,
Just wait
to
till I pick off the draft board where you don't even have a card.
so The 2025 Unsolicited Film Reviews Summer Box Office Draft has officially commenced. Zach Miller is on the clock. And with the first pick, I really wish we could incorporate the music that we used last year because that
Yeah.
really made it more special. All right. Okey-dokey. And the first pick is
Wow. Okay.
Lilo and
You think
Stitch,
it's going to be that big? Okay.
coming out this weekend, coming out Thursday.
I will say I found this year way harder than last year.
Oh yeah, there's not like a clear number one for sure.
No, to try to kind of predict and figure out what's going to happen and what's going to be big. So, real quick, why do you think that's going to be so big? What's your take on Lilo and Stitch?
Well, I made the mistake of going with Despicable Me from a number one overall pick last year, and the Disney Pixar Inside Out 2 wound up carrying the day by a long shot. So I'm kind of going from trends from last year, and it's also we have pre-sale numbers already, and it's kind of tracking, and it's a kind of a four quadrant movie. Like people from my generation grew up with it. They'll probably take their kids to it, and they'll like it too. So I'm just banking on mass appeal, basically.
Yeah, for me, I had it a little lower than this because I don't quite know like there was a Lilo and Stitch animated movie in 2002, and I don't quite know if that's a full generation ago. And so I don't know if it's as big with the younger generation. So as you said, though, it's tracking well. So you could be right. This could be pretty big.
Yeah,
All right.
Martin Cook is on the clock.
So with my number one pick this year, I'm gonna go F1.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. So as I said, I'm finding this really hard this year to predict. But here's my pitch for F1. F1 it comes out on June 27th, which is, right in the middle of everybody's off school by this point. And I think this is going to be a good four quadrant movie. And it's done by the same people who did Top Gun Maverick, which basically made $1.5 billion worldwide at the box office. Now, this isn't Top Gun Maverick, but it's got Brad Pitt in it instead of Tom Cruise. He's also very bankable. I'm going F1. I think it's going to be like that big action one that everybody will just go see and watch.
Yeah, that's fascinating. It was definitely on my list, but again, but still the sport of F1 has just blown up over the past couple of years just
It has.
worldwide.
That's another
So,
thing. Yeah. I think there's a lot more people who watch F1 than most people realize. So,
yeah, and
in North America, I mean, people have always watched it in Europe.
yeah, yeah,
But
especially in the States with the addition of the Miami Grand Prix a couple years ago, and it's becoming like the Monaco of North America. So yeah, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, very good. Okay. So, with my second pick, I'm going with Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
okay. Okay,
Uh,
let's do it. Oh, so your top two movies come out this weekend.
that is
Holy
wild.
shit.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna pick either one or the other, so I was trying to do some gamesmanship. But so
Yeah.
I got my top two picks. We'll see how that works out. But
Interesting.
so the reason why I picked that, obviously, it's gonna do pretty well. And Tom Cruise is one of the last bankable movie stars. It's the last Mission Impossible, according to you never know, but
Yeah. Yeah.
and
But it's
an
being built
interesting
that way. Yeah.
an interesting foreign policy note though is that the Chinese release is going to coincide with the North American release because the trade talks have kind of cooled down and China's a huge market and they love them some Tom Cruise, so we'll see how that works out.
They do indeed. Yeah, I didn't. This one was not this high on my list, but I did have it pretty high. I mean, Dead Reckoning made 571 million worldwide, but Fallout right before it, which was pre-pandemic, made 791
Yeah, yeah.
worldwide. So it's kind of hard to say where this one will sit. As you say, it's the last one maybe that'll drive more people. I think it probably will end up around 800 million. but you never know. All right, my second one is also a bit of a swing. Um, I'm going with Superman.
Okay.
And it's a swing just because like it comes out July 11th. So again, right in the middle of the summer, but I really have no idea how this is going to do. There is definitely some superhero fatigue going on. And it's also hard to figure out exactly what the comparables are. Like Batman v Superman in 2016 made 874 million. Man of Steel before that made 670 million. This is maybe more similar to The Batman in 2022 because it's a real
Yeah.
of a well-known franchise, and that still made 772 million. So, and also yeah, I just think this could be interesting. So
Plus, there's always the James Gunn factor.
yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah,
He
people
already
love
has
James
a
Gunn. I love James Gunn. He hasn't really missed much yet, and this is really his first big imprint on the DC universe. So I'm sure he'll want to get it right. So yeah, I'm going with Superman.
good pick. All right.
So
I'm
it's funny,
going
right?
with
You said you got your first two. Those were actually my first two as well. I had F1 and Superman as my first two.
wow, this is wild.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
totally
give
different draft boards.
I'm gonna get my first three then.
Oh shit. Okay.
'Cause I'm going with Jurassic World Rebirth.
Okay, that was my third one. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so finally one of us put a wrench in somebody's game at least a little bit.
Yeah. How do you feel about that one though? Like I had it third, but I didn't feel great about it because the trailers actually don't look very good. And I wonder how much fatigue there is about Jurassic World.
Yeah, that was my one kind of point of being trepidatious about this, but that's why I had it kind of low in comparatively, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I think it's kind of building momentum though.
Mm.
I just saw today that they're including a very infamous scene from Michael Crichton's original novel that got excluded from Steven Spielberg's original Jurassic Park because of budget constraints. So
Okay.
I guess they're really trying to get back to the roots, and I
Yeah.
think that'll kind of stir up the fan base from 30 plus years ago at this point. So another four quadrant movie, and
Yeah.
so
It also holds the very coveted July 4th weekend slot. Like that's when it's
right,
coming out. So it opens July 2nd. And that, yeah, things usually do pretty well then. The thing that, yeah, as I said, that would have been my next one too. But the thing that worries me a little bit is the last three Jurassic World movies. Like you go, Jurassic World, 1.6 billion it made.
mm,
Fallen Kingdom 1.3, Dominion 1 million, a billion. So they're still making $1 billion, but they're steadily declining in terms of how much they're making. So we'll
right.
see. All right. So my next one then is, and this one I really have no idea how it's going to do. And you're going to hate me for stealing this one maybe, but I'm taking Elio
Oh shit.
just because it is a Disney Pixar movie. It comes out June 20th, like again, right as school is ending. I have no idea how it's going to do, but Disney Pixar movie, it's just the advertising for it has not really been there. So I don't really know. But I just couldn't have a Disney Pixar movie lower than like fifth on my list.
Okay, since you already picked it, the reason that I didn't have it higher is because it's been the release has been delayed multiple times. It was supposed to be released in
Yeah,
2023, I think,
yeah,
and that's never a good sign for a movie when it has to be delayed and delayed and delayed, especially for somebody as profound and I should say prolific as Disney Pixar. So
yeah,
that's why I had a little lower in my list, but
yeah.
yeah.
I don't feel good about it, but yeah. Yeah, I can understand
Okay.
you having it lower, even though, yeah, even though I know you love Disney Pixar movies. So, all right, what's your next one?
All right.
You're gonna jump ahead and steal my next one here, aren't you?
Is it How to Train Your Dragon?
It is, damn it. Yes. Shit. All right, so our draft boards are starting to align a little bit more. Yeah, because that was definitely my next one. And thought about taking it over Elio. Uh, I
Yeah,
probably.
that comes out June 13th, and let's see. It doesn't have much competition, which is why I put it up there.
Yeah.
One of the big reasons why I lost last year, not only because of Inside Out, but I didn't take into account which dates they were going to be released and what the competition was going to be. So I had to set my game up because I don't want you kicking my even if you win, I don't want you walloping me again this year.
All right. So my fourth one then. Man, I don't feel good about any of these movies, honestly, except for maybe the top two. Um, I'm going back to the superhero genre again. I really don't like that, but I'm going Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Um, so it comes out on July 25th. It's again, there's superhero fatigue. Marvel isn't what it used to be. And I just have no idea how audiences are going to respond to this retro style thing they've got going on with Fantastic Four. People could love it. And again, I also don't know if the movie is going to be any good, which the last attempt at a Fantastic Four movie certainly was not. So,
And the one before that.
and the one before that, yeah. Although I'll be honest, I've got a soft spot for the original one. I mean, the Silver Surfer one was kind of ridiculous. I've got a bit of a soft spot for the original one with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans playing not Captain America, playing the role that he reprised in Deadpool and Wolverine. Um, but yeah, we'll see. I like the cast, I gotta say. Who knows? What's your last one?
Interesting. Okay, so hold on. There's a moth on my. I'm trying to make sure a moth doesn't drown in my whiskey and ruin it. Get out of here. Go live your
I'm
life.
on some.
Damn. Okay.
Spit it
I
out.
know. I know we said spit it out, you wee shit.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Fuck. Okay, this is a big decision.
It is, yeah, it's coming down to it. Last pick. What do you got?
Hmm.
Oh,
All right. Fuck it.
going off your own draft board? Or you pulling a Hail Mary here? What do you got for us?
All right. I'm gonna put some faith
Ah,
into the last rodeo.
wow. Okay. Holy cow. You're really big on what Angel Studios is doing in terms of their bottom line. Love it. Yeah, that's a big swing, but because I didn't even have that in my top sort of 13, but that's
It already fell off the board.
yeah. And once again, you've got three from the same weekend. Holy shit. But to be fair, the last rodeo, like Angel Studios movies, it doesn't really matter when they come out because they've got staying power. Like people will just
Exactly.
go on those, like the one from last year, or was that 2 years ago now?
The Sound of Freedom.
Yeah, Sound of
Yeah.
Freedom, which
Yeah,
just
that made it almost $1 billion or something crazy like
it,
that.
no, it wasn't a billion, but it just kept making money. Like
Mm.
I think in the end it ended up at like 300 million worldwide, but still for a movie like that, that's pretty good. All right, so I am going to pick with my last pick. I'm choosing between two. I'm going. I'm getting my crane pose ready. I'm going Karate Kid, baby.
All right.
Give me the Karate Kid. Here's my thinking on this one. I have no idea whether or not people are going to go see Karate Kid. But if there's a movie that can bring people from different generations together, it's this one because people like me remember the old ones. Um, Cobra Kai has been doing really well on Netflix over the last couple of years. So there's a lot of the younger generation that have got into Karate Kid. The cast is pretty good. So yeah, you got Ralph Macchio back from the original and from Cobra Kai. You've got Jackie Chan. I'm going Karate Kid. Yeah.
What's the is it Karate Kid Legacy or what's the
Yes.
subtitle?
I actually just wrote it down as Karate Kid. But you're right. I think it is. I think it's Legacy is the full title.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the only card I just had to handwrite.
Legends. Sorry, Karate Kid
Oh, Karate
Legends.
Kid Legends.
Yeah,
Okay.
is what
Yeah,
it's called.
I had everything else pre-written. That's the only one that wasn't even on my board.
Ah, so I went off the board. Woohoo! I knew I was
Yeah.
doing it at one point.
All
So
right.
wait,
So,
what else did you consider? What else did you have?
yeah, got them right here.
All right.
So I had, which I'm pretty surprised neither of us picked, was from the John Wick
Yes.
Ballerina.
That was my next. That's actually what I was trying to decide between that and Karate Kid. So
20
Ballerina was
28
next on my list.
28 years later.
I had it but lower down my list just because I looked back at the box office of the first two and they weren't actually that great. I mean, they've got this resonance, this cultural resonance, but box office they didn't actually take that much. So
That was my thought as well. And then the last one that was going to come out this summer is Freakier Friday.
yeah, I had that as well. And then the other two I considered was Smurfs, which again, I have no idea how this is going to do. The new Smurfs movie, whatever
Oh,
it is.
I did that wasn't even on my radar. I had no idea there was a new Smurfs coming out.
Yeah, Smurfs is coming out July 18th. And again, who the hell knows how it's going to do? I mean, the
Yeah.
original Smurfs in 2011 did 564 million, but then they had two more after that and kind of decreasing every time.
Yeah.
But who knows? But I stayed away from that. And then the other one was The Bad Guys, which
Oh, yeah.
the original Bad Guys made 250 million and back in 2022. So, but I stayed away from that. But yeah, I considered a few of those. And Freakier Friday could be a sleeper hit for sure.
Yeah, because it doesn't really have any competition, and I'm sure like none of these are really catered to women
No, yeah,
that we
and you're
pick.
right.
So
Freakier Friday is later. It's like in August, and there's
yeah,
that much else coming out in August that's big. So yeah.
yeah, we could both have egg on our face if we don't pick
Yeah.
that one
Hey, oh
either.
no, I'm losing something.
Oh shit! You lost Fantastic Four.
Oh man, our our $1 million draft wall is coming up under the thieves here.
I know, where was Mel Kiper Jr. when you need him?
All righty. So that is our draft. Check back in with us on well in September. So we're the way we do this is the clock talk, well, not the clock, but the money counting starts as of Thursday of this week and goes all the way till September 1st. So or August
Yep.
1st. So
Well, Labor Day happens to fall right on September 1st this year, so
that's right. It does.
we're
Yeah.
going from
September 1st.
Memorial Day. We're going from Memorial Day weekend to Labor Day weekend, and Labor Day weekend might carry over to when we record that particular podcast. But yeah,
Yeah.
you get the gist.
Yeah. All right. And what do we got for the winner here, Johnny?
So we got big stakes, little trophy, and so what? Yeah, so what we're gonna do? We didn't have anything lined up last year because we were just doing this for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
But you know, now that we have following and a rabid fan base, they're gonna want to see some hardware. So all we're gonna do is just get a little engraved trophy that one of us can display behind us and have bragging rights for the next year.
No, it's going to be the biggest trophy, best trophy. Nobody's ever seen a trophy like this before.
The most beautiful
Sure.
trophy you've ever seen.
All
It's gonna
right,
be
that's enough
10,000
of
feet tall. It's gonna
that.
be big. It's gonna be bigger than the Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. Bigger than the whole city of Abu Dhabi.
The
Yeah.
Burj Khalifa has nothing on this trophy.
No, no, nothing. All right. So I
So
think that
yeah,
wraps it up.
we'll be updating you on a weekly basis about how we do with these films.
Yeah.
But we got next week, and we're gonna be partying like it's 1999, baby. Since you all tuned in for the 1994 episode, plus 1,000,
Yeah.
we're doubling down for the turn of the century. 1999 was maybe the best year for the silver screen in history, and it's too big, too big, way too big to contain in one episode. So, for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be talking about the major films from 1999.
Yeah, so it's so big. Yeah, we have to break this up into two parts. So next week we'll be looking at the movies that were released between January and August of 1999, and then the following week we'll do the rest of the movie, which kind of works out well almost thematically because generally a lot of the big blockbuster, big budget movies are released in the early part of the year, certainly in the summer, and then the second half of the year tends to be kind of the more Oscar bait movies. And that was generally true in 1999 as well. So I think it lends itself to two very different and interesting segments for our podcast. So hope you tune in, and some of you who were there for 1994 but weren't there last week for the vacation one, come on back. You obviously love the years. You love the 90s.
And 1999 was the year that you got the film bug, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, 1999, seeing all those amazing films was definitely the year that really sold me on film. And even though I went off and did a whole bunch of other stuff, um, yeah, it was that dream of movies and that love for film that really got ingrained in me in 1999 through a lot of these movies. So,
All right, so thank you for joining us from Martin's hostage cabin center and
yeah,
joining me from the back porch.
I'm about to
And
send some letter bombs here.
don't say that. That'll get us canceled. Anyway, cheers, brother, and we'll see you next week on the Unsolicited Film Reviews podcast.
Bye, everyone.